Rafale or F-35, best option for India. Being the fourth largest air force in the world, Indian Air Force operates different varieties of fighters starting from heavy to lightweight class. As the rival Chinese Air Force started manufacturing of its own 5th-gen fighter J-20, Indian Air Force is in hurry to acquire such type of advanced jets which can counter this move. Indian Air Force has been in love with French birds since decades due to the experience of handling and making combat maneuver. That's why it opted to buy Rafale over Typhoon. But the rise in cost forced Gov of India to buy only 36 jets. Currently, there are 2 aircraft available in the market which can feed up Indian Air Force needs. Rafale and F-35 are 2 different class fighters with the supreme capability to undertake the missions. Many analysts believe that Rafale can compete with F-35 as the French develop such high-end advanced technologies which can challenge with American kinds aircraft. Both are versatile aircraft at their own spectrum, but when it comes for sale, edge in capabilities matters most. Capability. F-35 is a 5th-gen fighter. Stealthy features and supercruise as well as has radar evading capability are the advantages when compared to Rafale. But in close one-on-one F-35 don't have a chance against Rafale. Rafale is dexterous and has better thrust-to-weight ratio and has a lot more chance to win. F-35 can only win if attack Rafale before it detects. F-35 RCS is a lot lower than Rafale, that's why in 80% cases Rafale won't see F-35. Rafale is the only European combat aircraft in operational service to incorporate today the cutting-edge AESA radar technology. F-35 is perfect in BVR rating and avionic compared to the French one. Rafale is better proven aircraft dropping 250 kg. 550 pounds, laser-guided US bombs to support NATO troops on the ground. While F-35 isn't used on the battlefield but flying over Japan and being undetected by radar had brought Donald Trump's thumbs up and showcasing American smile on Chinese face. But for Indian Gov, price tag plays the vital game rather than capability. The operating cost of F-35 is $4,300 compared to $28,000 of Rafale. Currently, Rafale costs $85 million for India as French offered 25% discount while F-35 costs $150 million per unit. It is likely the cost of F-35A to be reduced to $85 million by 2018. The Rafale deal signed between India and French for 36 planes was valued at $240 million per each bird, including maintenance facilities, training of pilots and technicians, armaments and spare contracts. If India decides to buy F-35, then it will force her to sign Rest 2 agreements with the USA to get full access to its technology. The signing of Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement and Communication Interoperability and Security Memorandum Agreement would help India to have access to US state-of-art technology and weapon systems to which India is reluctant to sign. Indian Air Force operated French planes since 2.5 decades. So, it has experience in handling those planes. Nil experience of operating American fighter would tell India to buy French one. But the changing in geopolitics can turn the game in American favor if India opts Rafale, and the question must be raised to separate bureaucracy from military matters. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.